Good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome back to Sid's Blue Sky Farm. You can probably tell the midweek thunderstorm did a little bit of damage to the field corn, the big field we call it. Not big by any means to a farmer. But the corn's getting ready. We've picked a few ears and looks like they're going to be really, really good. I'm going to walk in here and show you the watermelon vines. They are proceeding nicely. Multiple watermelons everywhere. This last little bit of rain we got really helped them settle in. There's another vine I'm going to walk to just a little bit further down. This vine has spread out quite nicely, taking up a lot of space here in the corn patch. Having to compete with the abundant morning glory crop that I have. Corn looks good. I think we've picked enough to eat. This is the second batch we've picked just to have corn on the cob. We'll probably leave the rest of it for the deer here in the field. All year long we've had a struggle whenever it got dry getting water over here to this little patch. So, it's never a bad idea to move the corn around. So we're going to move it up to the front field over by the other small close by gardens. Maybe next year we'll just put some beans down here. There seem to be less maintenance demand. Get back over here to the basket we have here. That's the field corn we've picked this morning. Those should boil nice. That little basket is full of okra from just this morning. The okra has really hit high gear here. A few beans, nothing to write home about. But that cornfield down there is it's just struggled all year long, so I don't think we're going to get anything out of it. Might get a couple of ears. This one's pretty close to playing out, and it's been fun. It's been a challenge. But you don't know what you're doing and you're just hobby farming. There's nothing wrong with that either. We've got a couple of big projects. This morning we've already been out and bought fuel for the tractor and for the mowers. Got to replace lawnmower blades. Got to fuel everything up. Got to put a couple of posts in. Had a little section of fence up by that red barn there, the garage. It blew over. Repost that, put it back up, and then when we finish that task, we're going to jump on working on the cultivator. And if we get finished working on the cultivator, we're going to move on to a real easy, simple task for the day. We're going to replace the pool pump motor, or the pool pump. I have no idea how bad that's going to go, but it's got to be done. We'll probably show you a little bit of film about both. And since I'm very limited knowledge on either one of those subjects, it might be entertaining. It's kind of a warm day, so we're going to look forward to getting up in the shade and working on everything from here. Talk to you a little later today. We'll see if this will work. That's fairly straight. Adjustable wrenches. Sometimes they are really good and sometimes they are just an absolute disaster. But right now that's all I got. I must have 10,000 blocks of wood. You know, little small blocks that you can use for driving things and protecting threads on nuts. 10,000. I can't find a single one. Cultivators. Get a cultivator, they say. It's easy. There's nothing easy about this crazy thing. Why don't you just do that to begin with? There we go. give you a close-up view of what I'm dealing with here. This is an old cultivator that was tossed into the deal whenever I picked up the giant tiller pulled behind the tractor. So, the way I understand it, these discs can be used to cultivate as well as just lay by corn, cover up your ammonia and build up around them. And they would typically go on these outside arms. But just for cultivation, I'm figuring I need all 4 of these small plows to cultivate between the crops, or crop rows. Well, I have a 3rd one, but I don't have a 4th one. So I've got my local guy. He's trying to find a way to order it, bring it in so we can have 4 plows on the cultivator. Maybe lay off the rows for the planting and then come back and do some weed control in between. I'm also assuming that I can place wider plows here. This looks like it's just a very narrow, maybe it's the one they used to lay off the rows. I've seen others that we used to plow with when I was a kid using a mule that were very wide at just near the bottom. Covered a little more ground, got a few more weeds out. So that's basically my knowledge of cultivators, start to finish. And it's pretty limited. But we're going to go with it. I've got, as I said, the 3rd plow attachment. Get my friend in the parts department to bring up one more if he can find it. And we'll see after we get the new cornfield plowed up if this is going to work. And if it does, that's great. Because I have learned more about cultivators than I ever wanted to learn. And of course, all you farmers out there know this, but if there's any of you out here like me who are really amateur farmers or hobby farmers and don't know things, let me show you this pin. You see this pin right here? It's a really nice, thick pin. That's the one you want to use on basically all your implements. This pin, this cotter key looking pin here, I had one of those right there. And of course, all you seasoned farmers will know exactly what happened. I dropped this thing in the ground, I started off, and it ripped this piece where my hand is that way. Pulled the implement right over that small pin, bent this arm, not badly because I stopped quick, but I learned a very quick lesson. You don't want to put those small thin pins down on your implements. That's why they give you those nice big holes so you can put a piece of metal in there that'll actually keep things together. So I figure if I can keep farming for 20, 25 years, I'll know about 1/10 of what I'm supposed to know. That's okay too, because we are having fun doing all of it. So now, as much as I have tried to delay the morning, we're going to walk over and I'm going to give you a quick view. Boy, the pool does look good. It's the cleanest and clearest it's been. I have the little robot skimmer out there operating. It's been a very good season. You can tell it's down about 6 or 8 inches from not having any rain. Hopefully this will be light enough for you to see. There's the new pool pump. There's the old pool pump. I've done this once before. And if memory serves me, it was not that bad. I have no idea if that's going to be the case today or not, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to try to replace this pool pump so that we don't have to listen to this old and grind away, because it's pretty close to being at its end. So I've been trying to delay that all morning. I've been, as I said, cutting okra, picking corn, putting out a little weed killer. And now it's just time to face the music, get in there and put the pool pump in. I will not film that because I just don't want to put a language warning on the video. And I'm kind of kidding, but it might get a little frustrating. Give you a quick shot. Tell you the mulch we put down in this old bed that has never had anything in it really helped. It's the zinnias are coming up. One little pumpkin vine is doing well. Even the roses seem to be hanging in there. They got pretty puny with no rain. But we will see. Everything else, including the giant crepe myrtles, doing quite well. Okay, I think I burned off all the time I can. Let's go do the pool pump. Well, we are back in the pool house. And that sound you hear is the brand new, I'll get over there in just a second and show you better, brand new pool pump. Now the wiring is not final. I have to go get some wire nuts, put on that, so I'll straighten that wire up tomorrow. But it is running just fine, and I couldn't be happier. I have another small leak on some existing plumbing I'll fix. But, as they say, I'm glad this is over. It is sprinkling outside, but this and this completely soaked clothing, I haven't been outside. I've been in here. And it's about 1,000 degrees in here, so we're going to wrap up pool pump replacement 1, 2 lifetime, but 1 here, and call it a Saturday. I think I have sweated out about 10 gallons of water, so I'm going to go relax for a while. Try to get this up later today, but thanks for watching. We'll see what else we can get into tomorrow. See ya.